What is up, everybody? I'm back, hopefully for for good right now. I took a little bit of a break, just had some things going on, moving, etc. So I just want to go over the trades that I took last night and this morning and why I took them. Hopefully this will benefit you. So as you remember, I trade quarterly theory as my bias. And then look for an entry on lower time frames, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and continuation. So looking at the quarterly theory for the month, right, we're still within the accumulation phase for December, so I'm not looking that much at that. Looking at the 2 hour on the weekly, we accumulated shorts, and I believe we accumulated up here. So because we accumulated up, I'm looking for a distribution down, and before that distribution down, I wanted to see it take out liquidity first during the distribution phase for this week, which it did. I had marked out this swing high here. It shows just one, but on the 1 hour chart it looks better as a swing high, right? You come up, boom, swing high before it moved down. So I believe that there were buy stops there. Had that marked as the draw on liquidity this morning. So let's move on to the 15-minute chart. So I actually traded the London session this morning. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart. You can see that right here. So for London, we opened up at midnight. Here's the midnight open, and we manipulated down, right? Manipulated down, doing what? Taking out these lows right there. I wanted to see it take out this low before any kind of move up, really, because then that would tap into this fair value gap that we had there, but we didn't see that. That was after, obviously, Asia session just ripped all night. But because of that, I decided to take a long entry early, or actually not really that early. I took it at exactly 3 o'clock because I noticed that we had dipped down. A really good entry would have been right here at this market structure shift, back into this fair value gap, which it did right there, and then targeting this high right there, second target right there, which I believe it tapped it, yeah. But I woke up at 2:50. The move had already started, so I was just keeping an eye on it, and I said at 3 I'm going to enter long just because I can already see it moving up. I entered 2 contracts long, took it at this high here because I saw the rejection, a potential rejection here, and then it came back down, and then once it hit this high right here again, that's when I decided to get out of that second contract that I had, which was good, brought me up $400 on the day on one of my what's it called, funded accounts. Then moving into the New York Open, right, it looks obvious that we did not manipulate up, but rather manipulated down during London session. So what did I want to see going into New York? We had news at 8:15. I was considering going long, but I don't really like to trade news just because my accounts don't have the cushion to do that, and I don't want to blow them. But what I saw was we took out the London low and then started creating an uptrend here. So taking a look at the 5 minute from this morning, we saw this market structure shift right there because we had a low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, creating a higher high. So I wanted to see some sort of move back into a fair value gap to potentially target this draw on liquidity. I considered it on the 1 minute. Taking a look over here. Let me just make this pretty. So you see here we had this low, we had this high, this low, and then this high, and then we created a market structure shift right there. Came back in, targeted this fair value gap, this order block. You could have gotten in long there, targeting first target being this high, second target being midnight open, third target being this draw on liquidity here. You would have banked easily on that, and I hesitated on it, but it worked out. The only reason why I hesitated was because of the nervousness behind news. News came in at 8:15, I believe, which was right here. Didn't really do much. Then we had news at 8:30, which did a lot more. So regardless, but because of that, I was looking for longs to distribute up into here, because the overall distribution I was looking for was for the upside because we had manipulated down. But I was kind of conflicted on it because we came above midnight, dropped, came back above midnight, dropped. So were we looking for shorts? In hindsight, yes. So it's all good. But what ended up helping me was because I thought we had taken out just this London low and we hadn't even touched Asia low yet. I thought maybe we're going to come up into this drawn liquidity and then drop. And so because of that, I felt good doing that because we manipulated here in this manipulation phase of the total distribution on the day. We accumulated shorts, manipulated up. So I took a short contract right there, targeted 100 ticks just to get myself in profit, but it ended up passing midnight open. I should have seen if the 5-minute closed below midnight open because that would have been a good confirmation that this wanted to keep going lower, targeting that low right there in pre-market, targeting Asia low. So that was a good trade. There were 3 good trades. That long right there, this long right here into this liquidity pool, and then this short. So I took it right at 9 o'clock, but if you want to look for an entry on the 1 minute, what you could have done was, you see here that we opened at 9, accumulated, manipulated up, and distributed down, right? So what you could have said to feel confident that this was going to drop was you could have seen this structure right there, and then because we opened at 9:30, it was such a drastic drop down and it created a market structure shift. You could have just taken a market entry right there right after that, because that's a lot of energy in that move. You could have waited for this market structure shift right there below midnight open as well, right? It broke that structure too. If you wanted like further confirmation, taking this fair value gap, because here we did retrace into a fair value gap below midnight open. We stayed below midnight open, and you could have targeted the Asia lows, and you could have banked on that as well. So those are the different trades you could have taken today. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and as always, if you have any questions, ask them in the Discord. I'm always here, always available to help. So see you next time, guys. Peace.